Sorry? Resist what? I think I just found out who the devil was. Hey guys, it's Michaela, and welcome back to another Ace Attorney video. And welcome back to the final case of the first game of the Apollo Justice Trilogy, Turnabout Succession, you guys. We have been fighting, climbing tooth and nail to try to uncover the truth we're about to find out in these next few videos for months, but it's going to be worth it, okay? We are going to get the tea if it kills me. And that process has already begun, baby. If you guys missed the last video, you're definitely gonna wanna go and watch it before you watch this one, because it was the very first segment, if you will, of the trial from 7 years ago. We began the trial of Zach Gramarye, who has been accused of murdering Magnifi Gramarye, the Magnifi. Magnifi's cause of death? A bullet to the skull. However, things get a little complicated when you find out that he also had an underlying malignant cancerous tumor. Could that have contributed to his death? Not sure yet, but he also sent a note to Zach, apparently ordering his own murder. Didn't know that was on the menu, but apparently you could just do that nowadays. And while that's the bare bones baseline we got from Gummy Gums in his testimony in the last video, there are already several red flags that stand out to me. Number one, we learned that Magnifi was shot in his sleep, but then we were later told that he was just about to inject himself with insulin at the moment he was shot, which he could not have been doing if he were sleeping. Second, we obtained a syringe as a piece of evidence that had been washed and had no signs of use. Yet we're supposed to believe that that was the syringe that was found at the crime scene? I don't know. And lastly, we have an Ace Attorney special. 1 bullet and 2 bullet holes. So we were left with Gumshoe's rocky testimony and a mystery witness that Clavier is going to put on the stand today. Who that mystery witness is? No idea, but we're about to find out. For the candle of the day, I am whipping back out this delicious smelling vanilla brulee candle from DW Home. This is my wood wick. So let me go ahead and get her going. It's like a mini campfire. Beautiful. I should have brought some marshmallows. And for what I'm sipping on, it's gonna be a Premier Protein Cafe Latte Protein Shake. I hope you guys are sipping on something just as great. Without further ado, let's hop back into Ace Attorney. Cheers. Also, if you guys are seeing this video early, I heart you so much. Thank you so much for supporting me. You are clearly a member of the gallery, and I so appreciate you guys. If you're not seeing this video early, happy Saturday. Join the gallery for next time if you guys want these videos early, okay? I love to do early releases every now and then, and I'm so glad I was able to do 2 this week. Made my entire day. So excited. And you guys, I think we're going back into a 3rd trial segment in a row, which, to be fair, technically we're in a different trial. So technically this is the 2nd one. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. Are we gonna investigate? I don't know, but I'm so excited to find out, and don't tell me. I wanna find out myself. We are going back into episode 4, Turnabout Succession, trial 7 years ago. The trial resumes 7 years ago. Okay. So where we left off was with a 15-minute recess. So are we going to the lobby or are we going to the courtroom? Lobby it is. Okay. Will our client actually talk to us this time? Literally, that question can be inserted into dang near every single case of this game. Okay. Every single case of this series. April 19th, 11:21 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. You know, Zach, I didn't do anything, really. If you want to see my skills to their fullest potential, maybe you can give me all of the information you have so I have everything to work with, everything at my disposal. Literally. A girl could only dream. Okay. Which truth are we referring to? I'm gonna scare Trucy. You're on trial for murder. What? Not my problem right now. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Sorry, Trucy. So sorry. You know what? What better time than now to do a recap so we can take a closer look at that letter. We have our attorney's badge. We have the crime scene photo. Again, not sure why the clown got clocked, but I'm sure we'll find out. We have the autopsy report, which notes the malignant tumor found in his liver. Okay. We have the notebook page, which is, I'm pretty sure, the one that Vera doctored, fabricated, created out of thin air, if you will. It seems fate's clock will make me wait a little longer. At least only less than 10 swift minutes remain. To all those who have supported me in my life's work, I give thanks. Farewell, Magna Fi Grammari. We also have his chart, which says malignant tumor in liver. Yes, has progressed to final stage with no hope of recovery. No hope of recovery. Patient has 3 months to live, which again, we have no context as to when this medical note was created. So that's unfortunate because I don't know when that 3 months was supposed to end. Patient has chronic diabetes, requires regular insulin. This is the syringe I was talking about in the intro. Girl, what do you want me to do with this? Don't know. We also have the letter that we're currently discussing. To my beloved student, Zach. So that's clearly Zach. Like, there's no argument that that's not Zach Grammari. My student, I mean, that's pretty clear. And it's spelled the same. To you, I entrust the task of lowering my life's curtain. That's the sentence that's a little bit up for debate, but not really. Like, I think that's pretty clear that it means death. I think. But I mean, it's not objective. It doesn't say it explicitly. Come on the 13th, 11:05 p.m. I will ready a gun with which you are to shoot. 1 shot square in the forehead. Again, he doesn't say shoot me. Here's the thing, you know what? If I'm playing devil's advocate, okay, because devil's already involved in this case, might as well advocate for him. Lowering my life's curtain. Could his life not mean his profession? That is what he did his entire life. Well, I think. I actually don't know that to be true. But the point is, that's his passion. That is what he woke up, breathed, and died for. Okay? That is everything he did from the moment. Y'all get what I'm saying. So lowering my life's curtain, and I think curtain is an interesting use of terminology as well, because that to me is indicative of a show, a stage show. Lowering my life's curtain could mean ending my career. And 1 shot square in the forehead, to do so, maybe that clown was like super symbolic of his work. So if he shot the clown was no longer usable for his magic shows. See where I'm going? See where I'm going? That's where I'm at mentally, because that's the only thing that makes sense other than, yeah, please come kill me. And if that's the case, what do you want me to do with that game? He's guilty, okay? You cannot refuse, and we both know the reason why. That's also very sketchy, but we'll see. And then we have our stage pistol. It fires 1 bullet at a time. You have to put 1 bullet in and fire it. But we have 2 gunshots, 1 in his forehead, 1 in the clown's forehead. No fingerprints were found, and could he have in theory reloaded the gun? Sure, but Phoenix made the point of, where did he get the second bullet from? Pulled it out of his behind? Second of all, what proof do we have that that happened? Show me the second bullet then. There is no second bullet that we know of yet. Okay, that's where we're at. Yes, I would love to know that, because he unfortunately is not here to tell us. Okay. Then guilty. I don't know why these people think that they just have the right to prance around dropping little tidbits of information as they please. That's not how this works. And respectfully, If that's what you're choosing to do and it's to your disadvantage because you're found guilty, not my problem. Not my problem. I don't know. I can only do so much. Wait. Yeah, I'd say so. Okay, so you intended to shoot the clown. Okay, now we're getting into it. Found, oh! Okay. Well, that explains the 2 bullet holes. There were 2 guns. I'm sorry? Come again. Oh. Okay. The one used by my partner, Valant, on stage. You forgot the on stage part, Zach. You forgot to say the on stage part for Valant. Because his was also used on stage, right? Okay. Uh-huh. Elaborate. That's wild. Right. Okay. Yeah, I would say at the very least, you've probably brought pain upon Trucy. Like, yes, she is a mere baby and you are dragging her through a court trial. Why is she even here? Where is her mother? Where are her grandparents? Is there anybody that can be taking care of her? Because actually, if we're being so forking for real right now, she should not be here. Okay. Okay. So from what I'm gathering, Zach is trying to tell us without telling us that he was told to shoot Magnifi. He also interpreted that note as, yes, I need you to end my life. But he couldn't do it. So who did? Okay. For now. His eyes opened after you shot the clown. Yeah, I'd say that's enough to wake anyone out of their slumber. The old devil, huh? Coincidence? I don't know. Before Vera passed out and almost passed away from being poisoned by a troquinine, she said the devil. The devil is who had her fabricate that evidence 7 years ago. How crazy would it be if for whatever reason maybe Magnifi knew he had moments to live. Maybe he knew that today was the last day he would have, regardless of whether somebody shot him or whether the cancer got to him, whatever. And he, for whatever reason, wanted Zach to go down for it. So he instructed Zach to come and kill him, and then also at the same time hired Vera to fabricate evidence against Zach so that he would be found guilty. And that was his ultimate way of getting revenge on Zach for whatever reason. I don't know their history in that depth yet. But what if that happened? I don't know. Just the old devil. It's very interesting to me. Okay, glad we're on the same page about that. This is interesting. So you can see the clown in the back as well. And Magnifi is clearly awake. By the way, I didn't look at my few people here, but we have Shady Enigmar, also known as Zach Grandmarie. We have Magnifi Grandmarie, our victim. We have Trucy. We have Clavier. And we have Gummy Gums. Cute. Okay. Except it probably does, Zach. Like, again, you're not a lawyer, you're not a detective, you're not an investigator. In fact, you're a magician. I don't even know if you do puzzles enough for a living. Do you watch any true crime? Let me get back to the point. The point is, I will be the judge of what concerns this case, not you. Not you, Zach, not you! I'm gonna go with stubborn. See, again, and when they phrase things like that, I'm like, is that your way of saying the recess is over? That's not what it's sounding like. My presence only? Oh, okay. Okay, so you were saying the recess was over. Could you not have just said that? Everybody's trying to stress me out today. April 19th, 11:37 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 7. Ah, great. It's his news. Somebody get Finn in here. Finn can get it done. Or if he can't, he'll find somebody who will. Okay. No. Here we go. All right, new witness or old witness, guys. If this was 7 years ago, I mean, it could be a new witness. Valant? Oh, I bet it's Valant. Oh, no. Oh, it's definitely Valant. Oh. Oh, it's definitely Valant. Crap. Crap! Okay, well, yep. Wouldn't be the first time the witness was actually the culprit, would it? Hi, Valant. Aw, he's also just so young, everybody's baby. Judge, why are you saying it like that? Here we go. You could have just said yes. Yes, Phoenix. No shortage of that. Is it different though? Is it a different note? Same exact? No, I see 1120. It's small, but listen, I got 2015 vision. I see it. I see it. Hold on. The 13th? Did the other one say 13th? Yes, okay. To my beloved student, Valant. Did the other one say beloved? Hold on. Oh. Yes, okay. Give me that letter. Give me that letter. Okay. Judge is over it. Okay, so to my beloved student Zach, to my beloved student Valant, to you, I entrust the task of lowering my life's curtain. Oh, shoot. No, it's completely identical except the time. Why are you telling everybody to shoot you, babe? You know what? We really need somebody here right now who can talk to the dead. Who can talk to the dead? Any volunteers? Any volunteers? Maybe somebody with the last name Faye? Maybe. I mean, hey, listen. I'm just saying, they exist. Okay. So his intent was for Valant to get, I'm just like, he clearly wanted Zach to be the one to do it, but it's almost as if Zach like failed at the task, Valant was like a good backup. I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, it's because you're normal, Judge. Thank you, Valant. Great point, Phoenix. Great point. I love you. I am his biggest fan, truly. Well, and let me be clear. I'm this version of Phoenix's biggest fan. Papa Phoenix, he's all right. But Phoenix, right? Nothing like him. All right, the night of the crime. Okay, so you're saying he was already dead when you got there. Right? Okay. What? So you're saying when you got there, Magnifi had already been shot, but the clown hadn't? So you shot the clown. Here we go. You shot the clown and then you informed the doctor. Okay. No. Do you know how many criminals have called the cops on themselves? Do you know how many criminals have called the cops after they committed a crime to blame someone else? Come on. Valant, you're better than that. Exactly. You know what's so interesting? I have in my head, like, I'm strategizing trying to get Zach proved innocent, but we all know, and by innocent, I mean not guilty, but we all know that that's not what happened. We all know Valant got off because we've met Valant 7 years later and he's very much not behind bars. So it's almost as if whatever I'm doing, my fate has already been predetermined for me, but I'm still going to try. Okay. Not great. At least you're being honest. What? Don't you kind of have to have a good imagination to be a magician? Oh! Okay, coming right out with it. Also incorrect. Judge, we're worried about the wrong things. You're not. Great question. No. Nope, not good enough. Next. Okay. Correct. Correct. Ooh, do I get options? Ah, the bullet in the pistol, the location of the pistol, the number of pistols. Okay. Either way, I'm gonna want to see all three of those. So what's the least relevant? Probably the number of pistols. We already know there were two, I think. I mean, that's what we were told, but is that like official evidence? Okay. Is it because the other pistol had already been taken? Mm-hmm. Yes. I'm gonna say not, because I want to go back. Mainly, which was the kind of the entire point of me doing that. I think we have one more statement to press. You're the one suggesting something so crazy, so clearly, yes, actually. Actually, yeah. Maybe you did do that. Okay, God, that's all you needed to say. Stomach medicine. Okay. Stomach medicine? What is stomach medicine? Only stomach medicine I know of are Tums, which is like what you take whenever your stomach hurts, basically. Do they still make Tums taste as good as they did when we were kids? Because it was low-key giving Mom, my stomach hurts, and then you got to go have delicious candy Tums. Anybody else? Just me? Listen, I didn't do it often. I'm just saying. I'm saying what everybody's thinking. I know I wasn't alone. They were good. They were like little pieces of candy. Listen. I lived. I survived. And my stomach always felt great. Okay. Let's head back to the fourth statement. And now I would like to know about the location, because I think the bullet's probably going to be the most helpful. Because we already know where the location was. We have a picture of it. Oh. Is that what it said? The victim clearly wanted to be... Objection! Speculation! Clavier. Stop snapping! Stop it! That is inappropriate! Have some decorum! The man is dead! Well, no. Actually, we shouldn't be guessing. We should be proving. Proving! Guessing is speculative. No, it's not. Get into the bullet. Okay. And a bullet? Do you also have a bullet? Okay, let's focus on what we're about to try to prove or disprove. So we have the fact that the bullet was already loaded in the gun. Okay. We have the fact that the location of the gun was on the bedside table. And we also have the fact that there were two guns to begin with, although I think he had mentioned that there was only one when he got there. No fingerprints found. Okay, I feel like everything he's saying kind of adds up. Let's just see what the wording is going to be when he adds it. The pistol was already loaded. I merely had to pull the trigger. Because I think this fourth statement, whatever it ends up being, is going to be what we have to present on. I don't have any reason to doubt that this is true. Because he's wearing gloves. They both wear gloves. Oh, why weren't the victim's fingerprints on it? That's a good point, but he also easily could have wiped it off. Like, the whole there's not being fingerprints on things doesn't really like strike me as so crazy, because you can very easily just wipe things off or use gloves or use a towel. I mean, there's so many ways you can prevent putting fingerprints on something. And for God's sakes, we're in a hospital. You don't think there's gloves everywhere, you know? Okay, thank you, Valant. So you're saying that Magnifi loaded the gun without touching it. That's terrifying. Okay. Let's get into, I feel like the number for some reason is going to be the answer, but let me just see. Okay, so we're going to skip this because we already saw this, but I do want to see what he says when we press it. No, I don't understand, actually. I don't. I actually have never understood anything less. Cannot relate, babe. Cannot relate. Okay. Let's get it. He said when he went in there, he found 2 pistols. He took the pistol he had fired and placed it in his pocket. Ala Kaboom is crazy. See, I don't like that sentence, how it's phrased. I understand what he's saying, but I don't like how it's phrased. Only 1 pistol was in the hospital room that night is an incorrect statement. Only 1 pistol was in the hospital room when he got there. Fair. But that night? No. But do I have anything to say otherwise? I'm gonna stick with this for now. Only 1 pistol was in the hospital room that night. With it, I shot the clown. So here's the problem with that statement from what we have. This is the pistol that was found, but this matches the bullet in the victim, not the clown. Objection! Two. Clavier, you have to stop just saying crazy stuff. Like, I'm trying to take this seriously, but my God. My God. That's what you said, but that doesn't make sense. That doesn't add up, especially because that's not what the evidence shows, babe. It's not what the evidence shows, Valant. You see, the rifling marks are a unique set of markings on every bullet that's akin to fingerprints, scientifically speaking. I'm listening. Okay. Here we go. Changing evidence right before our eyes. Sure isn't. Sure forking isn't. Barrel marks match bullet found in victim. Brother, give me a break. Yes, actually, I would. Oh, you meant your youth this morning? Yeah, I thought he meant right now. He is, in fact, still 17. Okay, whose fault was it, Clavier? Oh my god. Judge with the bars. You tell him, Your Honor. The fist is out, guys. Right. Oh. Great. Can't wait to see it. Who shot what? God. Who shot what? That's not what he said. Okay, first of all, that doesn't even make sense because that means you didn't shoot him and Zach didn't shoot him. Second of all, the autopsy report says 11 to 11:30. If the doctor knew for a fact it was 11:10, it would have said 11:10, or at the very least, it would have said like 11:05 to 11:15 if you wanted to give a window. But a 30-minute window, one that's not even before and after the supposed time of death, makes no sense. Nope. Nope. No. No. Phoenix. I mean, is it that obvious? Is it that easy that it's the contradiction of the autopsy report? I don't know. That feels a little too simple to me, but Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all do depositions here? With what time? When did you have time to depose him? Okay. For those of you guys who may not be aware, a deposition is a question and answer session. Question and answer session put plainly. However, the witness who is testifying is put under oath to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. There's also a court reporter there who transcribes every single word. So basically the purpose is to discover, it's part of discovery, what happened, the facts, everyone's position, etc. But it is an official act within the process of litigation. So this is important. In theory, this should be true, whatever he's about to tell us. Do people lie in depositions? All the time. All the time. You're not supposed to though, but people lie in court too, so. I snuck into his room that night at the appointed time. It was 10 minutes before I left the room and the victim was still alive. I think that's a really just poorly worded way of saying he was there for 10 minutes. So if he was there for 10 minutes, he was there from 11:05 to 11:15. And Valant did not get there until 11:20. Right? Because he entered at 11:20. No, Clavier. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. That's not really the issue I have. But I want to choose, there's a contradiction just to see. Why is there a question mark at the end of that, Phoenix? Phoenix. I really just wanted to see the testimony. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, my perfect record. I really just wanted to see the testimony. I feel good about that still. Okay. Yes. Okay, I think this is... Okay, no. Not yet. The official statement from the medical team. Right. Exactly. Okay. Oh my god, keep waiting, Clavier, it's coming! Yes, 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 okay, thank you. That's gonna be, that has to be the statement. Again, that's not the surprising part, because in theory, a gunshot would occur, it would be heard rooms away, and you would immediately rush in to see what happened. And you would know what time it was. Ah. Right. Okay, assuming the bag was filled up to the very top, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections. And the IV went for 30 minutes. There's 2 sections missing, which means 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 11:10. Okay. Actually, very much tea. Very interesting. Mm-hmm. Oh. God. Okay, that's actually very interesting. But then why does the autopsy report say a span? IV report. Approximately 10 minutes had passed since the IV began. Very important. Behold the power of arithmetic. Okay, I'm gonna come back to that because that's important. At all. I don't think so. I don't think so. And I don't need to lose another piece of life just for funsies right now, mainly because I feel like the statement before is the statement. So we'll be back if necessary. Okay. The water of life springs not eternal. The remaining IV liquid proves my innocence. He is a suspect. Babe, okay, a little too confident. I don't really care about the color of your freaking outfit, dude, honestly. Like, no. Okay, let's just do what I had thought in the very beginning. The remaining IV liquid proves my innocence. Here's my thing. Also, let me just look at this a little bit more deeply. 30 minutes required to administer full IV. From the amount remaining, IV stopped 10 minutes after administration began. Then why does the autopsy report give an entire 30 minutes?
Objection!
Yikes. So the contradiction in my mind is the window of time it gives. It's not to say it contradicts it in the way that 11:10 is not between 11 and 11:30. My point is, why give a window if you know the exact time? Oh, I think this is actually the statement I meant to present that on. It's probably still wrong, but let me just make sure.
Objection!
Okay. All right. I'm gonna take a little bit of a risk here. Again, I don't really see what the lucky color has to do with anything at this very moment, but let's just like make sure. Oh, does it? Yeah. Judge, I love you so much, but nobody is scared of you. That's fine. So again, the issue is the color. Let's review. I might say it's thanks to my lucky color. Even today, I wear it proudly upon my suspect self, for it always without fail brings me luck. I was also in this attire when we won our first Grand Prix. My lucky color, yes indeed, and that IV2, I say, I think was hued especially for me. I mean, yeah, I think the IV liquid is yellow, unless we're talking about the IV bag. Like, what are we getting at? What are we getting at? I feel like the only thing we can present is the picture. That's the only thing showing a color. Oh, God. I mean, it sounds like we're going down the right path. I mean, would it not be that? But like, what are we talking about right now? Also, I did not notice until just now, Magnifi and the clown's outfits are matching, as is their little hats, and that's really freaking cute. Other than that, though, I don't really know what we're getting at, to be honest. I don't know.
Take that!
Are you saying that the liquid is green? Because it looks yellow to me, to be honest. The bag is blue. The liquid is yellow. No, it wouldn't. It can definitely be seen as yellow. Not the bunnies! That was cute.
Objection!
I'm sorry. That is yellow. That's yellow. It also has a green hue, but that's yellow. I think there's an argument that it's yellow or green, to be honest, but like, why is this important? Like, who cares what color the IV liquid was? Especially when it's not blatant. Like, if y'all want it to be blatant, make it pink, make it red. That could be yellow. I'm so sorry. Y'all, very curious as to y'all's thoughts on that. Is this really green enough to be a massive contradiction? Could it be seen as green? Sure, I'll give you that. Yeah, you can say this is green as well. But is it so not yellow that it's a big thing? I don't think so. But I'm curious, are y'all on board with this? Let me know, because I'm not so far. Okay, well, it looks green here, but that's not the color in this oh my god. In this photo. Oh my god. Yeah, that's not the same as that. That's insane. I'm very glad I caught on to that though, because, whoo.
Objection!
Yeah, that's my motherfucking name. Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright. Also known as Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. But I'll take it. Huh. What? So I'm not freaking crazy. Thank you. Thank you. I'll give you greenish yellow. I will give you greenish yellow. Blue. Getting real specific now. And it equals green. Who cares, bro? Who cares? Who cares? Oh. Oh, he's back. He's so back. Exactly. Again, not a doctor, a magician. Irk. I'm obsessed with that. I'm obsessed with this. The flags, so cute. Is your country on that flag? Let me know. I think I saw the American flag. It was so fast. Great question. It looked yellow. He'd seen it before. He knew the IV liquid's color. Well, I don't think that's the answer. He'd seen it before? I mean, that's possible. He knew the IV liquid's color. Also possible. Don't think there's like a super clear-cut answer here. I mean, what are we really trying to prove with this? If he had seen it before, that's supposed to indicate he was actually there before 11:20. Maybe he saw the liquid being poured into the IV bag. I don't know. He knew the IV liquid's color. He was told its color by someone. He again had seen it before. I mean, these to me are kind of interchangeable in a way. So which one do I think is the answer? I feel like this. I don't know. Yes, Judge. You did so good. You did so good. Oh. Okay. Yeah. So you're saying he killed the man and then he opened his IV bag and poured more liquid into it to make it appear as if only 10 minutes of time had passed, and at that point is when he saw it was yellow. Interesting. Okay. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Also, guys, I know I've been theorizing a lot in this case, more so toward the latter half. So I appreciate you guys not commenting on my theories, not in any way that will spoil anything at least. I really, really appreciate you guys letting me just free flow and talk my thoughts out, because that makes it a lot more fun for me, and I'm sure a lot of you guys as well. So please continue to do that. Please continue to keep my comments spoiler free, or I will pull a gavel. And I thank you. Yeah, I mean, that's one way to put it. Honestly, though, it could have been with water. I will say, had it been with water, it probably would have altered the color, so okay, I see that. But where did the man get IV liquid from? What, Valant, what you gotta say? Are you an amateur?
Objection!
What did you do before you became a magician? Ah, Phoenix, I missed him. I'm sorry. I missed his sass so much.
Objection!
Oh my freaking god. He's kind of like the perfect middle ground between Apollo and Edgeworth on the spectrum. Like Apollo's on one end and Edgeworth is on the other. Edgeworth sometimes is a little too much. A little too much. Edgy edge, right it back. You know what I mean? Apollo, boy, if you could just have a lick of confidence, I would be so grateful. And Phoenix is kind of the perfect in-between. He has the confidence and the experience, but not necessarily the arrogance. You know? I love the man. I really do. Not amateurs. Oh! The syringe that had been washed. What, he injected it via, yeah, he had to. He had to.
Objection!
Because it was washed, Clavier. It wasn't clean, meaning it was fresh out of a package. It was washed clean.
Objection!
I found that on from the get. Clavier, keep up. Thank you. Oh. Oh. Oh yeah, that's an American flag. Ooh, is that Japan too? Oh. I mean, this trial appears to be going very well for me, so I don't know how things went sideways to the extent that they did. What? He looks fine to me. Okay.
Objection!
Okay, and that is... Here we go. Here we freaking go. It's the nail in my coffin, Your Honor. Hmm. Mm-hmm. No. Not that I know of, at least. Okay. Tonight's IV is in. Maybe the last. I leave the rest to them. The first should come soon. This journal may end here or it may go on, but not long. That depends on his hand. All that is left to mine is to something this pen. Lay down this pen. And then we have this page. It seems fate's clock will make me wait a little longer. At least only less than 10 swift minutes remain. It seems fate's clock will make me wait a little longer because Zach couldn't do the job. He came, he shot the clown, they had a conversation, he left. Only less than 10 swift minutes remain until Valant gets there to finish the job. This is proof in and of itself my client's innocent. So what you're saying, Clavier, is because he didn't write on, Zach did the deed. What you don't know is that I have the next page of that, where he did in fact write on. It doesn't. It doesn't though. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. Oh my god, okay. I understand. It all just clicked. Okay. Yeah. So Zach did do it then. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. The forged evidence was not to prove Zach's guilt, it was to prove his innocence. What? Okay. Magnifi did not write another page because we know that the next page we have was forged by Vera. So Zach did do it. So who would have wanted a false second page to prove Zach's innocence? Zach? It wouldn't have been Magnifi. That doesn't even make any sense anymore. It wouldn't have been Valant because that would have pointed toward Valant being guilty. That there's a page torn. Okay, see, I was afraid they were going to give me this option. So, are they giving me the option to show the doctored evidence or not? Like, show evidence is obviously the correct answer, But if I press no need, what'll happen? I guess my client will just be found guilty? I think either way will hopefully lead to the same place. I won't mess anything up by pressing no need, but I'm gonna do that because show evidence would put the false evidence into play, and then so goes my career. Led to the same place either way, man. I tried to save you, Phoenix. I tried. I tried. Y'all saw me try. That's one way to put it. I guess my entire livelihood being ripped away from me is embarrassing. There it is, guys. The nail. And with every subsequent statement, I hammer the nail in further. What did Sam hit? Yep. Man, I didn't even know it was fake though. Why? That's not fair. Now it's extra not fair if you have the judge saying things like that. Even the judge verified it was genuine. The only reason why this should have led to me being disbarred is if Phoenix knew about the falseness of the evidence. But if he didn't, that's ridiculous in my opinion. Like, I understand an argument that he had the burden of verifying the evidence was accurate, but like, punish him in another way. Don't completely remove his ability to practice law.
Objection!
Sorry? Resist what? I think I just found out who the devil was. Clavier clearly knows that this evidence is fake. And how would he know that? How would he know that if he was not behind it? How would he know? And y'all heard me 2 videos ago. I asked Vera, as she was passing out, does the devil's last name begin with a G and end with an Avon? Why, Clavier? Why? Why? Why would you do this? And I'm guessing his new witness is going to be the one to verify that the evidence is false. I object. Me too. But you couldn't have. Oh. Where'd the gallery go? Oh. My God. Why? Why would he be testifying about the evidence being doctored if he's the one that did it? And not literally, I know Vera did it, but he knows they're in cahoots. Why would you do that? So you took on the job of having the false evidence created via your 12-year-old daughter, and part of the agreement was you then have to testify to its falseness? What are you going to say? Because in doing so, are you not implicating yourself and your child? Weird to see him alive, but kind of cool though. Drew me sham. Forger! Yeah. Mm-hmm. A painter, he says. So Drew me sham is the reason why Phoenix phoenixed. But then why was he following Apollo so closely and painting over sketches of his cases? What the hell, dude? This goes so much deeper than even I realize right now. Also, really quickly, do you guys see how the torn page is like smaller? How do I say this? More to the right at the top and more to the left at the bottom. It's like it was torn in a diagonal where there's more page left toward the bottom. Can we open this? Oh, come on. Seriously? Seriously? Okay. Yeah, it's kind of the opposite. The way that it's torn from here, to me, makes it seem like it should be torn diagonally in the opposite direction where there should be more page left at the top. That's weird. That's strange. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess. Yeah, no, I don't know. That's weird. I am so pissed right now. This is so ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. Phoenix was set up. I would also love to know how he found this witness. Illegal evidence has been prepared for tomorrow's trial. And you find a painter? Your investigation leads you to a painter? How? No, because that's what I need more testimony on. He's a criminal, yes. Yes. Oh my God. You have no freaking shame.
Objection!
Yeah. That objection, I felt soul in that objection. I felt passion. Oh my God.
Objection!
Just because I presented it does not mean I created it. It was provided to me by an 8-year-old girl, and that's a different conversation. That's not the point. I did not have this created. Don't you lie. Don't you lie either. Don't you dare lie on my name. Okay. Okay. Huh. I wonder why. You're a freaking sketchball. You should be in jail.
Objection!
Where's the mark? Where's the mark? Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, I understand what has transpired. However, I would like to note for the record, I had zero knowledge of this evidence's illegality. Zero. Don't. Okay. Are we not going to get into the special marking? And Trucy, I know you're just a little baby child, but I need you to really tell me who gave you this piece of paper, to be honest. No, no, they. Here we go with the they again. Yes, Judge. Yes! Then why are you asking me? I didn't forge it! A guilty one.
Objection!
Even on his dying breath, Phoenix is fighting for his freaking client, man. Hot tip, all right. Like, do we not have to prove intent with something like this? I just think that this is ridiculous. Why? I just want to punch everyone right now. I'm sorry. Like, who, baby? Here we go. What? 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 I have to go! You know what? You know what? Take my badge. I don't want it anymore because if this is the bullish I am supposed to be dealing with as an attorney, take it! I don't want any part of it. We have forged evidence given to me by the defendant's child, young child, who is now implicated in this, may I add, to the point where my career is now on the line. Oh, but it doesn't even matter because the defendant, the guilty defendant who murdered someone, just disappeared, vanished into thin air because he's a magician. And you know what I just remembered? The terminology that's been used around Zach has not been that he died, right? It's been that he's not here with us anymore, or he's left or gone missing or something. He's probably still alive. We're gonna go back to 7 years in the future and we're gonna see him, aren't we? Oh my freaking God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Ah! Ah! This is crazy! Why is it in black and white? Like we're at a funeral. What? He exists? And my career. Don't forget that. This is crazy. Yo, bro. Ah! Oh my God. Guys. Wow. Wow. The range of emotions I felt in this video was vast. Because again, on one hand, I'm very upset. Like I'm very upset that this happened to Phoenix. And it's not like, oh, don't worry. Like there were no actual ramifications. Like we'll just fix it in the next video. No, We know that this had ramifications, 7 years of ramifications up until this point and counting. I cannot believe that someone did this to him, that someone purposefully gave him illegal evidence and knew he would be put in a position where he had to use it and that he would be blamed for it. And that Clavier seems to be very much on board, very much involved, very much knows a little too much for me. I don't like that. I don't like that. On the other hand, the way that this is all coming together is so freaking lit, dude. The fact that Drew Sham ended up testifying and admitting that he forged it, which is also a little confusing because I thought Vera was the one that did, but I'm sure we'll clear that up soon. Not only that is what led to his death 7 years later. And Zach didn't die. I promise you, I'm putting money on it right now. We're gonna see Zach Graham-Marie again before this case ends. In the present, not in the past, in the present. Wow. Wow. Like, that is all I can say. And unfortunately, I fear this is no less of a cliffhanger than I left you guys on 2 videos ago. I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to wait to find out how this all comes together. I cannot wait. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Shout out to those of you who saw this early. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Do not forget to shopmissboss.com, and I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye and go thrive.